if you're new here, I'm Kaneti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. I came back to life since I saw new JoJo Steel Ball Run trailer has dropped. An official trailer. I guess we got teasers before, but this is like a full trailer maybe. It's 2 minutes long, so as my friend joked, I'll probably need like 3 hours to make a reaction, but I'm super excited about it. So let's watch it now. I understand I'll probably learn like maybe some names, some plot points, and you know I'm usually a bit worried about spoilers, but I think it's alright because now it's going to be everywhere out there and it's better to learn this way, I feel like, through the official trailer than just seeing some info on the internet. So let's watch it. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, it comes out of Netflix. Okay, we know about the race from the previous teaser. But he was paralyzed because of the shot. So the steel ball is actually in the plot. Wait, he was healed immediately? Wait. I'll need to rewatch this. The Prince of British... Okay, maybe that makes sense. Okay, this character I didn't see before. Poco Loco. Nice name. Yeah, we've seen more characters. Lucy Steele. There's the surname Steele now. There's a Steel Ball Run. Money. That's not that exciting. Gyro. Johnny Joster. Okay, so yeah, he is a judge. Wait a second. There's too much happening. Okay, I'll need to like rewatch and pause and discuss. Wait a second, but first impressions. Okay, there was so much so fast, but basically we got introduced to a lot of characters and we were given their names and oh my god. And I already knew that that character is Zeppeli, but now we got the name as well. I think on his teeth it's written Go Zeppeli, but it was written that his name is Gyro, but I didn't really like hear how they pronounced it, so maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. And then that guy, Johnny Joster, he was paralyzed because of the shot, I assume, from what I managed to see in the beginning. And then he met Zeppeli, and by touching his steel ball, he could stand again and he could ride the horse again, which honestly I did not expect that. I thought that would be like the idea that he can only sit, and so he can sit on the horse or in the wheelchair, he just can't stand and can't walk, and that would be like the case for the whole part. I'm even a little bit disappointed, but maybe that's not what it seems. Maybe it will be like temporary or something like that, but I don't know, that makes it seem like they are going to be friends. Maybe like usually we have this in previous JoJo's, before the whole universe reset, we had some kind of JoJo party, right? So here we got a load of characters, some of whom might be in our JoJo party if we still have that, some of whom might be enemies, especially since it's a huge race with a huge prize. I think in the previous teaser it was probably also said that there's going to be like a money prize, right? So basically everyone here is our enemy. If we are Johnny Joster, okay, I have to identify myself with someone, and then everyone here is our competitor, is our enemy in a sense. Okay, so let's just rewatch it slowly and look at like more little details. I was drawn here by something, by destiny, obviously. San Diego Beach in USA. So that's where the race happens. So Johnny felt drawn here just by destiny and happened to be in a race. But I think he is clearly passionate about horse riding, right? This character that we just saw, he probably is going to be important because he was also shown like in the previous teaser a bit more. Oh, the horses are so cute! Yeah, okay, we saw that 4,000 miles, and I think I don't usually remember, like 1 mile is 1.5 kilometers, right? So that's even more kilometers. That's a lot. Okay, that's Johnny, right? And he's been shot in the back, and that's why he was paralyzed. The former genius jockey, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this word, who became paralyzed from waist down. But that's basically jockey, a person who basically, yeah, works with horses, I think, rides horses, right? So he was already passionate about it, and then this incident happened. And then he says, I think, since the day I was born, horses have always been by my side. So yeah, that is his passion. Look at his head, that is his passion. Also, right, the Steel Ball Run is the name of the race, isn't it? But like, again, it's just the name of the race. It's almost like the other parts, right? The name, it doesn't have that much meaning inside the universe. You can find meanings, of course, I do. I'm able to, but at the same time, usually there's no like item or something really important inside the story, but here there will be an actual steel ball, so that's interesting. Okay, so we see Johnny here paralyzed. So at this point, was he going to take part in the race? Then we see our friend Seppele with the steel ball. Pick it up. Once you do, that will be the sign. That is almost kind of like an analog for the arrow, but less painful. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't work on everyone. That's why he says once you do, that will be the sign. Let's see. Then I guess that's probably another scene maybe where he uses this ball to attack some dude. So that's just fighting an enemy. An outlaw. Oh, he's an outlaw. That's so cool. Who wields the steel ball. So that's him, Seppele. Show me that again. Don't touch it. It's still spinning. Wait, so first, maybe this is just a cut from different scenes. Like he first said to touch the ball, and he said, don't touch it, it's still spinning. But then when Johnny did, that's when he could walk again. So how intentional was this? Did Gyro try to heal him? Like what is going on here? I'm not sure. Guided by the rotation of that's like an important plot point, this steel ball. That's crazy. That's a truly set. The name actually means something. Okay, he looks pretty happy. I feel like that was intentional. I'm standing on my own feet. And destiny begins to run. Obviously, there's still destiny, because you can see from the beginning when he said, I was drawn to here, right? So destiny comes to play. Even though it is a reset universe, we still have Van Joster, who is helped by Seppele. It seems so in a very different way things are happening, but same people. Not really the same people, right? But the different versions, but still the same blood, I guess, is drawn to each other. That's pretty interesting. And now he says, I will ride a horse again. So he was completely paralyzed, I suppose. It wasn't possible to ride the horse, but now he can. All right. Yay! Wait. We saw like a bunch of people here. Let's see. a bunch of people. Oh, I like the guy in like a violet purple hat. Oh, you probably can't see my mouse, I'm not sure. Yeah, these are probably just some random characters. I want to know about the steel ball and about him. Okay. I love the face. And now we have Diego Brando. Okay, I feel like, because of the word Dio, I feel like from the previous teaser I already knew that is like a kind of version of Dio. Yeah, that was because of the hat. That was a giveaway. The Prince of British Horse Racing, Diego Brando. That's crazy. Now they are all into horses. That's like, it's completely different thing. But that's cool for him, for Diego. I'm really happy for him. He has a passion, he has a life. I think that's much better than what Dia had, I feel like, in his youth. Also, he looks prettier. I feel like I really like his hair color. And yeah, you can see that he still comes from Britain, and as we saw Johnny also say I was drawn here, there is an assumption that he came from somewhere else, so that would make sense if he also came from Britain, right? Okay, that's what you call a professional skill. Yeah, he's like the prince. Oh, so he's really good at this. We got really strong competitors, it feels like, because in the previous scene it was shown that Zeppeli in the front, so he's shown to be a strong competitor. Even if he did help Johnny, maybe it was more like, I'm so good for this race, I really need someone who will really challenge me, so it's at least interesting, so I will help you so you can ride the horse again and it will be more fun for me to compete against you. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. They just, like, they were riding beside each other and... no, okay, I get it. So maybe Zeppeli, he was really in the front. He was like the front runner. But here, Diego is showing that he is pretty good too, and he is... Oh my god, how do I say it? Well, he rides in the front, okay? In front of him. With these legs only, I will cross the continent and win. What about the horse? You mean the horse's legs? The fast indigenous runner, Sandman. So is he also in the race? Is this him talking then? I'm so bad at voices. Yeah, I think that we are also getting to know the voice actors. I'm just really bad with voices, so for me they all sound the same, I'm sorry. But in any case, so now this character is talking. He isn't even going to use a horse, he doesn't need it. Which is an interesting decision, but I guess he runs really well. Sandman, that doesn't really tell me anything. What I need is the money of the white people. Yeah, I guess that could help. That could help. So he is hoping to win the prize, maybe to help these people. Yeah, I guess that amount of money could really do something to help them. Even at this point when, I assume by this point the land is already pretty much conquered. But from what's left, I guess you can still build something and not just like live maybe in reservation, but find a better way to live. I'm very bad at American history, obviously, and I'm not sure how close this is to the real history, so I'm really bad with dates. I don't really know like at what date exactly what exactly happened, right? But I pretty much know that mostly actually from Britain, right? People were coming to the continent and they were taking these lands from the indigenous people. As far as I know, a lot of people died from disease and from, well, the white people killing them, and their lands were taken. But like by what year, what exactly happened, because like that I don't really remember. But this is a pretty fresh year, to be honest. This is pretty close to our times. So I'm going, and this we have this kind of race that everyone is participating in. But also it's interesting because I feel like indigenous people, they had their own wild horses that were pretty good, and they were pretty good at riding those horses. As far as I know, again, I'm not from USA. USA myself, so I have limited knowledge of their like history and culture, obviously. So for me, it's a bit surprising that he doesn't have his own cool horse, his strong indigenous horse. Yeah, I'm like, he's just using his legs. That is a bit like, okay, interesting, but I guess he is a good runner. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to assume that at this point, yeah, everything is pretty much conquered, but he's still trying to like fight back, or maybe at least get I don't know how to say it, like give better life to his people. Okay, let's move on. That's really interesting. I wonder how it like comes into play here. So it's true. And I wonder what others' motivations are for the money, right? I'm the real lucky guy. 1.5 billion lucky guy. Poco Loco. Okay, so I guess Poco Loco's kind of shtick is that he gets really lucky all this time. Like, I guess in this instance. His smile is so cute. This still ball run race. Yeah, so we got a look at some of like the main characters, the main competitors. That's pretty cool. And I'm not sure how this is going to go, because this is a reset, but if we are going to have fights, and I think some of the scenes from here support this, there might be like some other enemy characters that we are going to fight, and maybe there won't be stands, maybe there won't be stand users, but clearly there is something. For example, this steel ball, there's something about it, right? It's well, I can't really call this magic, because I wouldn't call stands magic, right? But we have this some kind of special object that also can influence other people, like the arrow, right? For example, it helped Johnny be able to stand up, right? So I guess some things might be similar in a way, you know, like not the same, but in parallel. Will be a tournament that the world has never experienced before. Wow. That is so cool. Oh, right. Steven Steele, promoter of Steel Ball Run. So yeah, that's his surname. Still, there's a lot of Steel here coming into play. So Araki Sensei really decided, like, this time the title will mean a lot in the plot. A lot. It won't be just, you know, like a metaphor or something. No, it will be like everywhere. Steven Steele. And then we saw him being comforted, I think, by a woman, and later it seems it's shown that this is his wife. I thought, like, maybe she looks more like a daughter. She looks pretty young, but okay, so the race, a lot of people really excited. You can see a lot of different flags, so people like from everywhere are coming to see. The flags are really interesting. Well, this is obviously an American flag, but some of these flags, I'm not sure what they are. Maybe they are also flags of the states or something. The winner of this race will become a world hero. So this is like a huge, huge event. And obviously people from other countries, it seems, are joining. At least there are competitors from Great Britain. But I guess that also makes sense because, as I mentioned before, a lot of British people came to America when the colonizing was happening. So, we got a better look here. We have our runner in front. That's a cute shot with my cheeks puffed up. We got our Billy and this Johnny. Why is everyone falling down? They're falling asleep, right, on the horses. They're like, we don't have time to stop to sleep. We are going to sleep right on the horse. Maybe they are affected by something. I'm not sure. The winner of this race. Okay, I read this. Yeah, that's Steven's wife, Lucy Steele. As I said before, she kind of reminds me of someone, but the surname Steele, we didn't have anyone with that surname in original JoJo series before the reset, I mean, so... This is so exciting. Okay. My friend was right. I'm going to film this for like 3 hours one day. Okay, moving on. I got this. 2,000 left. The final sprint. What is this spoiler? I'm sorry. Like, are we on the end of the race? Like, in my imagination, the whole part is the race. Okay, this is, you know, this is like they edit the cooking show. I'm recently watching Great British Bake Off, and also when you're going to watch like the last episode, they give you the preview, and they also have this moment, they're like, and the prize goes to, and everyone is shown, and like the music, and you're like, why are you showing me this? I want to see this in the end. But I guess, yeah, that's how they build this kind of anticipation. Because it's just, they are going to say who is going to win, but then they cut off and then the episode begins, I guess. So Sandman is actually in the front. He is running faster than the horses. Then we have Zeppeli. He's really like a very front runner. He's always in the front in every scene we see. Also, his horse looks really interesting. And who is this person? There's another interesting person, I feel like, on the red horse that we weren't introduced to, but he looks like an important character. I feel like his design is kind of interesting. I might be wrong though. Also, I love this moment. It looks so cool. Okay. Based on a story by Hirohiko Araki. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Based. It's interesting. It's like, you know, it's loosely based. It's not really like... Okay. Yeah, and now everyone is like shown how they're really only the legs I've got. Mentioned David production will determine the victor. But I guess, yeah, I never rode the horse myself, so maybe I just misunderstand how important the legs are, not just when you are running like Sandman here, but when you are also sitting in the horse. I guess you're also using your legs in some ways, and they still get tired, and you still need strong legs, right? Maybe it's needed to guide the horse partly, to hold on the horse. So yeah, maybe I underestimated how much you need legs here. But also it's interesting, I feel like, is that Johnny in the back? I feel like his legs are positioned very differently. But in any case, Zeppelin's in the front again! Good job! Okay. Run more in your own style. This, the one passing Gyro. Okay, so they are like saying it right here. He is too good. The one who passes him, that will be the one who wins. Let's see. Yeah, that's basically the setup. He's saying, like, not like the one who will win will be me, Johnny Joster. No, like, the win, it depends on, basically, on Zeppeli. It's like they say, it's his to lose. He is in the front. And everyone is just fighting to pass him. So, that's so cool. You know, obviously I said before that I love Baron Zeppeli so much. He was like my first favorite character in JoJo, you know, the first part I watched, my first favorite character, and every time I put black pepper in my food, I remember him, I think of him. So it's so exciting that we have Zeppeli again. I know this is another person, of course, but it's still Zeppeli in some way, and I'm still like not sure how the reset works in a sense, right, specifically, but there is a Zeppeli, and he's so cool, and he's like in the front, he's cooler than anyone. He has this steel ball, so just like it feels just like in the first part, Baron Zeppeli, he was holding some kind of knowledge that was important. And here we have Zeppeli who is holding some kind of knowledge. So, and Baron had this kind of mentor role. And here we have something kind of similar, right? A person that you can see they are so good, and you aspire to not just be like them, but be better than them. And there's something, it's not really mentorship, you know, but still it's someone that gives you inspiration and desire to grow and be better. I think that is kind of in a similar vein, and I don't know, this is super exciting. what else? Okay, the date, March 19th, first stage. So I assume it would be like with the sixth part, we are going to get a batch of episodes. So now I have to say that actually I have bought tickets to Kazakhstan for March. I'm going to visit my kind of like relatives, you could say, and yeah, I promised to come in March. I didn't know that George is going to come, so I'm only going to come back in the very end of March. I feel like I have a ticket for March 30th. 30. Yeah, and then I have to submit my book also, book translation, by April 1st. So I hope to get it ready before the trip, of course. So basically I won't be here when the first batch comes out. So I will watch it probably also I don't have Netflix. So I will have to download. So it will probably be somewhere in April when I can watch the actual episodes and make reactions to them. So I'm just saying, like, if you are waiting for my reactions and the episodes already came out, yeah, I can't watch them right away. I will watch them somewhere in April when I get my hands on them and when I come back from Kazakhstan. And also I will try to not spoil myself with anything else before I watch the episodes, of course. So obviously, like, if you comment something like, can you see when are you going to post your episode reactions? Don't mention anything like spoiler, this episode is going to be so cool, this and this is going to happen. But obviously I saw a lot of things that are going to happen, but I feel pretty happy about this trailer because I feel like it did introduce me to the characters, like I reiterated some things about like the race and stuff, showed something interesting about the steel ball, but also didn't give me too much information, so there's still a lot I do not know, and it just made me more excited to watch this part, so I can't wait. Yeah, for me it will be somewhere in April, so there's still like several months to wait, I would say. I'll probably rewatch it just one more time off camera, but I feel like that would be it for now, because I feel like now I'm in the danger of rambling, and we're already filming for 24 minutes, which is not 3 hours, which is good, but still it's an interesting time for a reaction to a 2-minute video. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. But if you want to say something without spoilers, of course, just about this trailer, maybe I missed something or I misunderstood something, then you can point this out, and maybe just want to discuss the trailer or how excited you are to see the part itself. I feel like from what I saw, the horses look really cool. As I understood, people are worried about the horses animation, but I think it's going to be okay. There was horses animation in other anime I've watched, I'm pretty sure, so it's not like some crazy thing. It looked really nice from what I saw in the trailer, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, if you want to discuss any of this, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below. But yeah, that would be it for today. So thank you for watching and see ya. Gyro. Wait. Gyro. Okay, I pronounced it wrong. His name is not Gyro, it's Gyro. Okay, alright. I'll try to remember this.